Alright, back out in the carport garage today. What I'm going to do today is attempt to make a brace for the turbo. That turbo right there. And what I'm going to use is some of this angle iron. It's 1/8 of an inch thick. 1.5 inch on these parts. And it was 3 feet long. I don't know if y'all can read that or not. Should turn the light off. Yeah, that'll work better. It was 3 feet long, but I cut it in half. So what I think I'm going to attempt to do is put that piece right there. If I can notch it out a little bit around the bolt holes. And then run this other piece I got up here. It was 3 feet, I cut it in half. And use that bolt hole that the fuel pump's hooked to. And then that one down there, and it should come out at an angle right here. Then I can go straight across. Either that, put this on the front, like that, you know, like this. Again, having to notch it out, and just run a piece from here to the angled piece right there. But that's what I'm going to try to do. And I think that'll hold enough. This is angle iron, so, you know, once it's welded together, it's not going to flex. What do y'all think? Just using the trusty angle grinder. I knocked it off the table and it broke the disc, so I got a bunch more. No big deal. It's weird how those are so flimsy, but cut through metal. But anyway, just use the angle grinder. Did some cuts like that right there. And that's going to go up there. So I'm going to have to hollow that out a little bit so it goes all the way up in there nice and flat. I'm just going to use the die grinder with one of my carbide bits. Clean that up a little bit. And these tools, these are just cheap tools. That angle grinder, it's from Walmart. Paid like 30 bucks for it. I've had that for years and I've used the crap out of it. It's still working. Even the guy that came over and welded my cage, or Christopher's cage in the car, he even elected to use this one versus his high dollar one. Maybe he just wanted to save his high dollar one, I don't know. And this die grinder, that's just from Harbor Freight. We've used it once. And then these carbide bits, they're just from Harbor Freight, and they were only like 70 bucks. All right, that's what I come up with. It's going to go right on the front of it. And there it is on the turbo. All bolted down with front bolts. Just like that. And then now I'm going to drill holes for this piece. All right, then I got that angle iron welded on there. Now, time to put the turbo on. And then we'll cut that piece right there at an angle and weld it from there to right there. All right, and that's how it's going to fit right there. I got some gaps. That clears that. So yeah, take these 2 bolts off here and there, and take those 2 bolts off, set it over there and weld it. Try my best. Well, Austin welded this up. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough heat and our tack up here broke loose, so we're gonna have to put everything back in. Those ain't too bad. And all we worried about is it holding. But I think it did pretty good. So we're going to put everything back in and tack the other end and weld it.
We should have done it anyways after we turned the heat up. But, definitely ain't no welder, ain't clean it either though.
We didn't have the heat turned up, so we didn't get good enough penetration. The welds didn't hold. The tacks didn't hold, but that's fine. It's not that hard. I set it on there, and Austin gets this V-band started, and it holds it there. And then, yeah, but anyway. So, when I put it on the car just itself, I pushed down on this side and it buckled a little. believe it or not, it was twisting the angle iron out here. So we're going to try boxing it in, then see if it holds good. Well, there we go. It still flexes, but I mean, not even an eighth of it, not much. Before it was about an inch. It was twisting right here. This whole thing was twisting.
You wasn't even shining on it. Oh, yeah, it was.
But it ain't. I mean, it moves a little, but not much. And I pushed on it as hard as I could, and that's as far as it's flexing. So I think that'll work. I mean, yeah, that'll work. But I think yeah, I think that'll work. That'll be fine. We could probably, you can see it's flexing here and here too. That's gonna work. That'll be just fine.
It's only 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Not like it's 200.
That'll be good. So that's gonna be it for that. And then I'm just gonna put the fans on the other side, and I'm gonna cut this out a little bit so the radiator goes back more, and call it good. And then I'm gonna hang the turbo back on it and run the intake. Do a little bit better with the intake. All right, we put it back in. Now we're going to unloosen the V-band, because this is supporting most of it. And we're going to see how good just this support it. And it looks like it's going to support it good. It moved down a little, didn't it? Not much. And this side's off too. So the only thing holding it now is the brace.
Where's the wiggling coming from?
I mean, it moves, but it don't move much. It twists, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're not so worried about the twist. We're worried about the up and down.
Yeah, like a no up and down.
Yeah.
Just twists.
No, that's fine. The pop will hold the twist fine. It's the up and down. It ain't got no up and down.
The whole car's moving for it is.
Yeah, I was moving the whole car. Yeah. So it'll twist, and we can fix that by putting some more angle iron in there and boxing it in, but it'll twist. But it won't go up and down. So I'm pretty confident that brace will work, ain't you?
Seems to be.
Yeah. What y'all think? Hit the comments. Now I'm going to work on the intake some, make it look a little better.